welcome to our house. Roxanne
and Kamisha.
we in the house,
That's right.
chopping it up.
That's right.
It's your girl Foxy Roxy. And my girl
Kamisha.
Y'all
You
got
know.
this. It's the Superville, okay?
Superman.
Superwoman in the
Hey.
house. Woo!
Back. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to talk to you guys today. All right, well, I should say this evening. But welcome. Happy holidays, guys. Happy holidays. And I just wanted to say from the top, we want to thank everyone for their support. Thank you so much. We see the love. We feel it. Keep the subscriptions coming. Keep the comments. Thank you so much for engaging us and obviously giving us an opportunity to serve you in this capacity. So thank you. Welcome again. Welcome to the second episode of Chop It Up with your girl RNK. That's right. My name is Kamisha Superville, co-host to Chop It Up with RNK. I cannot do this without the fabulous, the amazing, my girl Roxanne. Yes. What's up, Roxanne?
Well, I just want to give it back up to you, the hostess with the mostest. You bring the energy, you bring that liveliness, and I just love that you and I have ventured on this journey, and I'm so looking forward to all that it promises to be and all that it's going to bring. So thank you so much.
Amen to that. And that's a rightful amen, because we got someone on this line that we got to say a lot of amens.
Woo!
Woo. So Roxanne, I am so happy about this episode. We did a lot of planning and a lot of back and forth with this episode, right?
Yes, absolutely. So I am certainly looking forward to, inspiring our listeners out there on social media. I hope everyone is ready for this episode with RNK. So, with the holidays upon us and the global COVID-19 pandemic that's still plaguing us 9 months and counting, right?
Yes.
We found it fitting only to delve into a topic warranting our attention, the feeling of brokenness and or despair. Perhaps some of you guys have had firsthand accounts and or know someone who's actually challenged with feelings of emptiness or loneliness. So today we're going to take a look at 1, how does brokenness manifest itself? 2, what are some of the triggers? 3, does the holidays play a significant emotional role in brokenness? So we're going to tackle all those questions. And at the end of the conversation, you'll get a few key tips to navigate and help you with the feelings of broken and brokenness. Okay. So today on Chop It Up with RNK, our guest hails all the way from a small town in Costa Rica called Newcastle. He migrated to the United States, where he became a clinical chaplain and later a mental health consultant and psychologist. He went on to pursue a doctoral degree, thus founding Aubrey and Hugh Consulting LLC in tribute to his father and father-in-law, respectively. He's the author of The Real Life Matrix Bible Study Guide, a journey into the born-again experience. He's a life coach, husband, and pastor of the Hanson Place SDA Church. So without further ado, please help me welcome Dr. Warner Antonio Richards to our podcast, Chop It Up with RNK.
Absolutely. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you here with us, Dr. Richards.
Thank you so much for having me. I am delighted. I love the energy here between Roxanne and Kamisha here. I just love this. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so
for
much
being here.
Agreeing to come on with us today.
Yes.
So as we go into the holiday season, just this morning, I looked at my social media and I saw 2 of my friends posted something on the feeling of brokenness and the need for us to actually reach out to friends and family members who might be suffering in silence. So from your perspective, what are the things that, brings this feeling of brokenness?
The feeling of brokenness is a very human experience, and it comes from grief.
Mm-hmm.
And people may not identify it as grief because someone may be thinking, well, I haven't lost anyone and no one in my family has passed away. But we experience grief whenever we experience any form of loss.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime there is something that we had in our life that is no longer there, grief sets in.
Mm-hmm.
And with COVID-19, from since what, March this year?
Yes, 9 months.
Now, we all have been experiencing a collective grief because life as we knew it has passed away.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely.
Exactly. Now you mentioned a loss. Are there other things that can perhaps trigger that feeling of brokenness?
Yes, absolutely. Memories of regret.
Mm-hmm.
For example, we start thinking about what we could have done, what we should have done, and how would my life be different today if I could have, would have, and all these kinds of thoughts and memories and thinkings about regret can also set in grief in us. And I read somewhere once that an author said this, that the form, or let me say it differently, that the recipe rather for us living a life of unhappiness is to live with the hope that the past was different. Now, if you think about that statement properly, you would see that that's an oxymoron. Why? Because you cannot hope for the past. The past is, and it will never change.
Right.
Therefore, living with that hope is setting oneself up for being absolutely unhappy because that hope will never realize.
Exactly.
Change the past.
It's like the saying, I've heard them say, everybody dies, but not everybody lives. Right. And when I heard that, oh my goodness, that was just so profound because yes, we all are alive and well and kicking. However, many of us don't live the life that we were created to live. So when you say, memories of regret, it's just like saying, people go through midlife crisis, right? So perhaps that can even be a trigger point, the loss of regret and hoping, wishing, praying, that we should have done these things, right? It's so oh wow, that was just so profound. And it brings me to a question of, do you think that it's a question of nature versus nurture and how we are, brought up to deal with certain situations?
That's the age-old question among scholars and behavioral scientists. Which is it? Is it nurture? Is it nature? Well, the truth is that is a little.
Want to hear more about this conversation? Follow us on Spotify right now or Anchor FM. We can't wait to chop it up with you.